In greatness lies opportunity. The ancient strategist Sun Tzu begins our deeper exploration with this profound quote of religious philosophy. As you watch the world give birth to a sense of standing in faith, a lifeless center radiates a forgiving core, the strength of a stoic. Today we are starting a journey together, exploring the concept of silence, a characteristic that is frequently ignored but holds great power in its profundity. It's more than just not having noise. It's about having a deep sense of calm and strong inner peace. This strength can be powerful without needing to say anything. In our noisy world, mastering this skill can be very valuable. Turning chaos into clarity and noise into purpose can help reveal how the Stoics used silence effectively. Not as an emptiness, but as a tactical instrument, a way to gain knowledge and strength. So, if you feel stressed by the chaos of life, if you desire a peaceful refuge, or if you are interested in how simplicity can be effective, you are in the correct place. Let's explore the Stoic teachings together, uncovering the power of silence. Can elevate your life, offering peace amidst turmoil and clarity amidst confusion. Join me in embracing the Stoic way, finding strength in stillness, and power in pause. If you're ready to transform your life with the wisdom of Stoicism, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay with us throughout the whole video to unearth the full power of silence and its impact on your inner strength and clarity. Silence holds a power so unique. It can truly unsettle those around us, especially when they're trying to read your next move. Imagine you're in a tense situation, maybe a negotiation or a debate, and instead of responding quickly or defensively, you choose silence. This isn't about being passive, no. It's a strategic choice, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, after all, were masters of control, not just of their actions, but their reactions too. Now think about this. When you're silent, the other person is left to wonder, to guess, and to doubt. They're thrown off their game. They're in the dark, trying to figure out what you're thinking, what you're planning. And that uncertainty, it's a powerful tool you have in a way. Silence can be louder and more impactful than words ever could be. But here's the real beauty of it. While they're lost in this sea of confusion, you're not just sitting there. You're observing, arising, and planning your next move. With a clear mind, you're in control. This strategic silence gives you the space to think, to breathe, and to approach the situation with a calmness and clarity that can only come from within. This approach, it's not just about gaining the upper hand. It's about embodying the Stoic virtues of wisdom and temperance. It's about understanding that sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all. And in that silence, you're not just confusing your opponent. You're also giving yourself the opportunity to listen, Really listen to what's being said, and perhaps more importantly, to what's not being said. So the next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, remember the power of silence, embrace it. Let it be your shield and your strategy. Let it reflect your inner Stoic, someone who is unfazed by external pressures and focused on the internal strength. And remember, in the realm of Stoicism, it's not just about what we say or do. It's about how we react, how we adapt, and how we maintain our composure, our dignity, and our resolve, and in our constantly connected, always on world. Distractions are not just nuisances. They're barriers to our inner peace and clarity. They fragment our attention, scatter our focus, and frankly, they keep us from truly engaging with the profound wisdom that Stoicism offers. But here's where the beauty of Stoic philosophy really shines through. It teaches us not just to endure hardships, but to transform our environment proactively, starting with our minds. Think about it. When we clear away the clutter, the incessant pings, the endless streams of notifications, what are we left with? We're left with space. Space to think, space to reflect, to delve deep into the teachings of great Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus, who knew the value of solitude and contemplation. Now you might wonder, how do we start this process of eliminating distractions? It begins with intentionality. It's about making conscious choices to filter what demands our attention. This could mean setting specific times to check emails or social media, creating a serene workspace, or simply embracing moments of stillness throughout your day. The goal here is not to shun the modern world, but to navigate it with purpose and discernment, much like a Stoic would. But there's more to it than just managing external noise. Eliminating distractions is also about silencing the inner chatter, the doubts, the fears, the endless what-ifs that cloud our judgment and peace. Stoicism offers us tools for this too, urging us to focus on what's within our control and let go of what isn't. This inner tranquility, free from distraction, is where true wisdom flourishes. And let's not forget, when we minimize distractions, we're not just benefiting ourselves, we're improving our relationships, our work, or creativity. We become more present, more attentive, more engaged with the world around us. This presents this full engagement with the moment. It's a gift to buy one. A gift that allows us to live richer, more meaningful lives. So I encourage you to embrace this Stoic practice. Start small, maybe, by dedicating a part of your day to silence and reflection, free from the digital world's pull. Notice the difference it makes, how it changes your interactions, your thoughts, your decisions. This is the path to a more focused, serene, and stoic life. Ever noticed how a pause in conversation makes everyone listen more intently? It's like a pause in a symphony, the space between notes that makes the music resonate deeper. This is the power of silence, a concept that Stoicism holds in high regard because it embodies the virtue of restraint and conscious action, or in this case, conscious inaction. When we choose silence, especially in moments where words are expected to flood in, we create a presence that is both intriguing and commanding. Think about a heated debate or a bustling meeting room. When someone chooses not to speak, but to listen intently, their silence speaks volumes. It creates a magnetic pull, drawing others' attention and curiosity. What are they thinking? Why aren't they speaking? This mystery can give you a subtle form of control or an influence in any interaction. But let's dive deeper into the Stoic essence of this concept. Stoicism teaches us to value quality over quantity, substance over superficiality. By applying this to our communication, we recognize that our words should be meaningful, chosen with care, not scattered carelessly. When we do speak, our words have more impact because they emerge from a place of thoughtful consideration. Wait, not impulsive reaction. Moreover, silence encourages others to project their thoughts and feelings onto it, but creating an opportunity for greater understanding and empathy in silence. We offer others the space to express themselves, and in doing so, we gain insights into their perspectives and motivations. This can be incredibly powerful, whether in personal relationships, professional settings, or even in our internal dialogue. Now, embracing silence doesn't mean we become passive observers of our own lives. On the contrary, it's an active, deliberate choice. It's about knowing when to speak and when to let silence do the talking. This discernment is a core Stoic virtue, reflecting a deep understanding of the rhythm of human interaction and the value of each word we choose to share or withhold. In a practical sense, cultivating the ability to harness silence can enhance our lives in myriad ways. It can de-escalate conflicts, foster deeper connections, and even boost our mental well-being by providing moments of necessary respite. It's a tool and a skill that we can develop and refine over time, though guided by Stoic principles that advocate for a balanced, a full approach to life. We're in our bustling world, where action and noise are often very equated with power and productivity. Embracing silence can seem counterintuitive, yet it is in the quiet moments that we find the true reservoirs of our strength, a concept deeply embedded in the Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us the value of introspection and inner calm, virtues that are nurtured in silence. It is when we step away from the clamor of the external world that we can hear our own thoughts more clearly, understand our emotions, and determine the direction of our will. Silence offers us a sanctuary where our minds can rest and grow stronger, not distracted or diluted by incessant noise. Think of silence as a form of mental training. Just as a bodybuilder lifts weights to strengthen muscles, a Stoic uses silence to fortify the mind. In this quietude, we practice resilience, learning to be with ourselves, to confront our inner chaos without flinching, and to emerge more centered and grounded. It's in these moments of solitude that we build the mental fortitude to face whatever life throws at us. Moreover, silence fosters clarity. It allows us to sift through our priorities, to distinguish between what is essential and what is noise. This clarity is a form of strength, providing us with the insight to act, not impulsively, but with purpose and intention. Our decisions become more deliberate, our actions more meaningful, and our lives more aligned with our core values. But let's delve deeper. Silence is not just about being alone or inactive. It's an active engagement with our inner selves. It's about listening to our thoughts, our feelings, our intuition. In these silent dialogues, we discover truths about ourselves, learning what truly matters to us, what drives us, and where our convictions lie. This self-knowledge is a powerful form of strength, equipping us with the confidence to make choices that are right for us, irrespective of external pressures or expectations. And here's something fascinating. The strength we build in silence doesn't just benefit us. It radiates outward, influencing our relationships and interactions. When we are centered and clear, we bring a sense of calm and assurance to our dealings with others. Our words carry more weight because they arise from a place of deep reflection. Our presence becomes more impactful, marked by the serenity and purpose that Stoicism advocates. In the pursuit of Stoicism, we strive for an understanding that despite our achievements or status. We are all part of the vast tapestry of existence, interconnected and interdependent. This realization is liberating. It frees us from the shackles of ego, allowing us to experience life more fully and to engage with others more authentically. But what does it mean to be free from pride or arrogance? It doesn't mean undervaluing ourselves or negating our worth, rather. It's about recognizing our strengths and limitations with equal clarity and composure. It's understanding that our accomplishments do not make us superior to others, and that our failures do not define us. This Stoic principle invites us to navigate life with a sense of equanimity, to treat successes and setbacks with the same calm detachment. It encourages us not to boast about our achievements, but to let our actions speak for themselves. When we do so, we cultivate a sense of inner peace, because our self-worth is no longer tied to external validation or comparison. Moreover, when we embrace humility, we open ourselves to learning and growth. We become better listeners, more empathetic friends, and more compassionate community members. We acknowledge that everyone has something to teach us, and we approach each interaction with a willingness to learn. In practice, freeing ourselves from pride or arrogance involves regular self-reflection, a key component of Stoicism. We examine our motivations, question our assumptions, and strive to align our actions with our deeper values. We remind ourselves of our shared humanity, recognizing that, like everyone else, we are flawed, finite, and fallible. Embracing this Stoic virtue also enhances our relationships. When we let go of the need to always be right or to appear superior, we create space for more genuine connections. We listen more attentively, respond more thoughtfully, and engage more meaningfully. We become more approachable, more relatable, and often more appreciated in any negotiation. The words we choose to speak are crucial, but equally important are the moments we choose to remain silent. This strategic use of silence can create an aura of calm and control, often leading the other party to reveal more than they intended. It's a moment that invites reflection, not just for us, but for those who are engaging with, pushing the negotiation into deeper realms of thought and strategy. Now, from a Stoic perspective, silence in negotiations isn't about manipulation or gamesmanship. It's about harnessing our inner tranquility, giving ourselves the time to respond with wisdom, rather than reacting impulsively. When we pause, We're not just buying time. We're asserting our control over the situation, anchoring ourselves in the present, and carefully considering our next move. But there's more to it than just tactical advantage. Silence reflects a respect for the words yet to be spoken, an acknowledgement of their weight and potential impact. By pausing, we signal to our counterparts that we are thoughtful and deliberate. Right. Qualities that command respect and attention in any setting. Moreover, this practice of intentional silence aligns beautifully with the Stoic emphasis on listening, a skill just as vital in negotiations as eloquence or persuasion. When we listen, truly listen, we gain insights into the other party's needs, fears, and desires. This understanding can guide us to mutually beneficial outcomes, solutions that respect the interests of all parties involved. But how do we cultivate this powerful tool of silence? It begins with self-awareness, another cornerstone of Stoicism. By understanding our tendencies, triggers, and habits, we can better control our impulses to speak. It also requires confidence, the belief in the value of our perspective, and the strength to let it stand, uncluttered by unnecessary words. In practice, silence can take many forms. In negotiations, it can be a pause after a significant statement, allowing its implications to resonate. It can be a quiet moment to regroup when discussions become heated or complex. Or it can be a space we create for others to fill, providing them the opportunity to disclose, wonder, or concede. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of all people, the notion that we're all part of the same human community. Or by showing kindness and consideration, we're not just acting benevolently, we're recognizing and respecting this deep connection. Kindness in the Stoic sense isn't about grand gestures or seeking recognition. It's about the small, everyday acts of empathy, the moments when we choose patience over frustration, understanding over judgment. It's about considering the impact of our words, actions, and actions on others, choosing to uplift rather than undermine, to support rather than criticize. Consideration, on the other hand, goes a step further. It's about actively putting ourselves in others' shoes, understanding their perspectives, struggles, and aspirations. When we interact with others from a place of genuine consideration, we create space for meaningful connections, fostering mutual respect and trust. But why is this so important? Well, in practicing kindness and consideration, we not only enrich the lives of others, but we also cultivate our own inner peace and satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us that our own well-being is intrinsically linked to our actions and attitudes towards others. By choosing kindness, We align ourselves with Stoic values. We're promoting harmony both within and around us. Furthermore, this kind and considerate approach can have a ripple effect, inspiring others to act similarly and creating a more compassionate, understanding community. Why? Imagine the impact. If each of us chose to act with a little more kindness, a little more consideration, the collective outcome could be transformative. So, how can we embody these principles in our daily lives? It starts with mindfulness, being aware of our interactions and the opportunities we have to show kindness and consideration. It involves pausing before reacting, choosing responses that reflect the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, will, and moderation. In our cacophonous lives, or where distractions abound, and everyone seems to be vying for the last word, truly listening deeply, empathetically listening, is a rare skill. Yet it's a skill that aligns beautifully with the Stoic philosophy, which values understanding, empathy, and the pursuit of wisdom. Deep listening goes beyond merely hearing the words others say. It's about engaging with the essence of their message, the emotions and intentions behind their words. It's listening not just with the intent to reply, but with the intent to understand. And in this understanding, we find a profound connection to the Stoic ideals of empathy and rationality. When we listen deeply, we afford others the respect and attention that they deserve, recognizing their inherent value as fellow human beings. This is a practice of Stoic compassion, acknowledging that, just like us, others have their own struggles, perspectives, and stories that are worth understanding. But the benefits of deep listening extend far beyond fostering empathy and respect. By truly listening, we open ourselves up to new insights and perspectives. We become better learners, better problem solvers, and better friends and colleagues. We're able to absorb and process more information, which in turn can inform our actions and decisions, aligning them closer with the Stoic virtues of wisdom and moderation. So how can we cultivate this art of deep listening? First, it starts with intention. Approach each conversation with the mindset that you have something to learn. This shifts the focus from your own desire to speak to a genuine curiosity. It's about what the other person has to say. Next, practice presence. We're in our world of constant notifications and multitasking. Giving someone your full, undivided attention is a powerful gift. It means putting aside your phone or muting distractions and engaging fully with the person in front of you. Remember, listening is not just about the ears. It's about the eyes, the body, the mind. It's about showing with your entire being that you are truly there and truly care. Moreover, deep listening involves patience and self-control, Stoic virtues that help us resist the urge to interrupt, judge, or formulate our responses while the other person is still speaking. It's about holding space for their words, allowing them to express themselves fully before you respond. And finally, it's about reflection. After listening, take a moment to consider what you've heard. Reflect on the message, the emotions, and the underlying meaning. This reflection not only deepens your understanding, but also allows you to respond with thoughtfulness and care, embodying the Stoic ideal of measured, considered action. This concept isn't just about accumulating knowledge or having quick answers. It's about cultivating a deep, thoughtful understanding of our experiences, our values, and the world around us. Reflective wisdom is a cornerstone of Stoicism, enabling us to live with intention, make considered choices, and grow toward our ideal selves. Reflective wisdom begins with introspection. It's a practice that asks us to pause, to turn inward, and to examine our thoughts, actions, and reactions. This isn't always easy. It requires honesty, or vulnerability, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths. But this process is vital. It helps us understand our motivations, identify our biases, and clarify our values. In essence, it allows us to know ourselves more deeply. But reflective wisdom isn't a solitary journey. Stoicism teaches us that our lives are interconnected with others and the world at large. Therefore, our reflection must also consider our relationships, our role in society, and our impact on the world. How do our actions align with the greater good? Are we contributing to harmony or discord? This broader perspective ensures that our wisdom is not just self-serving, but serves a higher, communal purpose. Now let's talk about the application of this wisdom. Reflective wisdom isn't just theoretical. It's immensely practical. It informs our choices, guides our actions, shapes our interactions. When we act from a place of reflective wisdom, our decisions are more thoughtful, our actions more deliberate, and our words more measured. We become more resilient in the face of adversity, more composed under pressure, and more adaptable to change. These are the marks of a Stoic, someone who navigates life's ups and downs with grace and equanimity. But how can we cultivate this reflective wisdom? It starts with creating space for regular reflection. This could be a daily review of your actions and decisions, journaling, or engaging in thoughtful discussion with others. It's about asking hard questions and being open to wherever the answers might lead. It's about learning from the past, being present in the now, and considering the future. Another key aspect is embracing a learner's mindset. Life is our greatest teacher, and every experience, whether joyful, painful, or mundane, has something to teach us. By adopting a posture of curiosity and openness, we can extract valuable lessons from all aspects of our lives, growing in understanding and wisdom. Resilience isn't about avoiding pain or denying our struggles. Instead, it's about confronting adversity head-on, learning from it, and emerging stronger and wiser on the other side. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control how we respond. This response, rooted in clarity, reason, and virtue, is what forges true resilience. But how do we cultivate this resilience? First, it starts with acceptance. Stoicism encourages us to embrace reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. This means acknowledging our adversities without judgment or self-pity. When we face our challenges with acceptance, we conserve our energy for what truly matters, our response and growth. Next, we draw on the power of perspective. The Stoics believe that our judgments about events cause more distress than the events themselves. By adopting a broader perspective, we can see our adversities as part of a larger narrative, one that includes growth, learning, and the potential for transformation. This perspective doesn't diminish our pain, but places it in a context that fosters resilience. Now let's talk about the role of community and building resilience. Stoicism might emphasize personal virtue and inner strength, but it also recognizes our interdependence. We grow and overcome, not in isolation, but in the company of others, sharing our struggles, offering support, and receiving wisdom from those who faced similar trials. These connections fortify our resilience, reminding us that we're not alone in our journey. Moreover, resilience is nurtured through practice. Just as a muscle strengthens with use, our capacity for resilience grows as we face and navigate challenges. Every adversity, then, becomes an opportunity to practice our Stoic principles, to act with courage, to maintain our composure, and to choose a response aligned with our values. Resilience is about finding our inner strength and leveraging it to face life's inevitable challenges. It's about using adversity as a catalyst for growth, transformation, and a deeper understanding of our virtues. and values. And most importantly, it's about moving forward, our mead with the wisdom and fortitude we've gained through our experiences. As we conclude today's journey into the depths of Stoic philosophy, remember that the strength you seek is already within you, waiting to be harnessed through the power of reflection, resilience, and profound wisdom. Thank you for joining me on this path of discovery and growth. You're not just viewers, you're an essential part of the Stoic Journal community, united in our quest for understanding and virtue. Now, don't let your exploration end here. Click on one of the suggested videos on the screen to continue your journey into Stoicism, deepening your knowledge and fortifying your spirit. Together, we're not just learning, we're transforming.